Tree number 26. Look how massive this base is. She has a massive base. I love how short and stubby she is down here. We've cut her back many times. She's got tons of branches that are super thick, getting thicker and thicker. And then we just brought this tree back to this level here. So that way we can harvest more greens and more material. She'll be huge in the next 3 to 4 weeks. This is your chance now to adopt tree number 26. I'm going to get signs that actually have a QR code and a space for you to advertise your business. This is great for small businesses. This is a community opportunity for you to be able to sponsor this tree here, and you could actually get a chance to taste the greens from your tree, plant the seeds from your tree, plant the cuttings from your tree. We're working together with people to get them started and to have an opportunity to get this exact material right here. This is the next level of our business as we privatize this farm and help others get started. This is a way that we privatize the farm and reserve the material for our sponsors. So that way you can actually receive the material directly from this tree. Thanks a lot. I'm gonna go ahead and set up and we'll get to harvest this material. This week only, if you text the word spice, you'll have a chance to win my world famous moringa spice. It's got the green moringa powder that we harvest right here in the USA, as well as turmeric and black pepper. It also has a few other ingredients that you'll really love, which are on the back here. And you can now win a free bottle of spice this week only. And we have our drawing on Saturday. Every Saturday we have a drawing where you can win a new product of the week. This week, if you text SPICE to 813-696-6676, you'll have a chance to win a free bottle of spice. Let's get into our daily show harvesting event here at Grow Moringa Farms. Now, if you want to receive the harvest from this tree, this exact tree, all you have to do is adopt this tree. Right now, you can adopt this tree, and I provide you with advertising material. So if you have a business, it's going to be advantageous for you to adopt this tree. Here you get a sign. I'm actually going to be making the signs a little bit bigger, and we're going to be able to put your QR code on here because every day I give tours on the property. And one of the ways that I advertise your business is if you sponsor this tree, someone could shop with you, your business, and we could put your QR code on this sign. This is number 26. So space number 26 is now available. You can see that I just harvested number 25. We got like 13 pounds of wet greens. Those greens are drying right now. And then right now, we're going to go ahead and figure out what we're going to get from tree number 26. But if you go in right now, you can get a huge discount actually on our sponsorship package. Right now, this is a Class A tree. She's the biggest, one of the biggest trees on the property, one of the oldest trees on the property. And you can see she's dripping with drumsticks. So you could I can harvest this tree for you. If you adopt this tree, sponsor this tree, then you'll receive some of the harvested material from it. She's got greens, cuttings, drumsticks, flowers, and so you can choose from green loose leaf or green powder. She's also got seeds in there. If you want to get seeds from local USA, you can also have access to the seeds right here from this tree. We organize every harvest into bins to where everything that we do behind the scenes is very, very organized. So tree number 26 is going to be allocated and tracked in our spreadsheet, and you can actually check out the spreadsheet now. It's at the checkout. If you go to growmoringa.com, click Adopt-a-Moringa Tree Program, that's going to take you to the spreadsheet. The spreadsheet is going to show you the space number, the tree, and then also what we're harvesting from it. And that is an advertising piece for you as well. If you're running a business and you want to sponsor this farm, if you approve and you want to be a part of this organization, you can sponsor this farm. This tree here helps to support the preservation of this land, making sure that it stays agriculture. It's an agriculture property, and we grow tons and tons of food on this property. So if you want to see the success of this property here, you can directly contribute to this property by just adopting this one tree. And I'm going to go ahead and just harvest her back for you. We'll talk, we'll chill, we'll chat. This sign is actually going to go to the base of this tree, and I produce advertising for you. That's essentially what this is. It's also like a tax incentive for you. If you have a company, you can write off the sponsorship tax free. So, you know, if you're making a couple $1,000,000 in your business and you want to put some money aside and tax free, you know, tax free expenditures, you can support this farm right here. She's got a huge, massive base. I don't even really think that you can see just how big this is. I'll go ahead and piece in here in this video just how big this base is, so you can see. And we'll just start getting into this tree. It's time to get this tree cut back pretty short. I haven't even touched this tree all year. She's still coming back from the wintertime, but she's got tons of drumsticks on her. So one of the main things that I want to do is take the drumsticks off, because you can see the greens are starting to really stretch. And if we bring this tree back, like say to here, and even bring any big pieces back, honestly, like just bring this tree back to where I can reach. That's the key, is just bringing it back to where I can reach the material. This is what's going to help us to just maintain these trees and to also just get a lot more greens, right? So I'm not interested in having super huge, massive, tall trees, because we have storms here in the wintertime. I'm more interested in having lots of branches like this, short branches like this. Like I actually like this one better even than this one, because I can get into it short. It's only, you know, right here. I even like this one over here. She's even shorter. I'm gonna get to that one tomorrow. But this right here is one of my favorite looking trees. And we're just bringing all these branches back. Now, this tree is well structured at this level, and she can just stay at this level. She doesn't need to get any more bigger than this. Hurricanes and high winds and heavy rains can bog the tree down. When it has lots of water getting into the middle, it rots the center. But tree number 26, I'm telling you right now, is super solid because she's open. She's well open. She didn't even get any really frost damage down here. Some of these branches didn't even come back from the last cuts because they just started forming drumsticks. So if I was to get in the tree, which I can go ahead and do now, I'm just going to go ahead and keep her short. I don't need to, you know, just keep tearing it up. I mean, there's been trees that I get into that are just massive, and I just keep creeping them up, but it just keeps preventing us from being able to reach the greens down below. And see, like this right here is just going into the middle. I'm just going to bring that one all the way back here. And we had a really great event last night. We had a retreat, healing ceremony last night, which was really beautiful. Thanks to Catherine and Brian, our co-hosts. If you want to rent the space here, if you want to rent the space out, rent the farm for an event, we have special events that you can rent out the space. We have accommodations for like meditation. We now have like a Reiki room. Like if you're a Reiki teacher and you want to bring your guests and your your clients out to the farm here, you could use this space as a client teacher space. Let's go ahead and get this back here. Thanks a lot for coming in. We usually have our podcast show on Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays. We're going to go live tomorrow, Tuesday, and then we'll have the drawing for the spice on Saturday. Let's go ahead and just, I'm going hard on these, just really getting them back because there's just lots of drumsticks up here. And I really just want to continue thickening out these trees and take off all these drumsticks. Just continue to thicken this baby out. And we'll go ahead and see all the take. We'll see what we got. Tons of seeds from this baby, and that's it. So thanks a lot. Stay tuned because we're going to go ahead and separate. Now, these items, we'll see what we get. And you can now adopt tree number 26. In the next few weeks, she's going to have a ton of fresh greens. You can adopt her now, and then you could see material from the harvest within the next few weeks. Now's a great opportunity to start getting into the program here. We have the Adopt-a-Tree program, but also if you want to learn more from me directly, we have meetings every single night in the members area. Join us to become a member depending on what you can afford. We have things that you can participate at every different level, different price points, and opportunities for you to get into this business, moringa business. If you don't have any land or trees, this is a great way to get land and trees. Sponsor one of these trees. If you have a business, this is a great way to get marketing and advertising. That's why the Adopt-a-Tree program exists, is to get you marketing and advertising. So I would suggest if you're a member, to increase your chances of getting sales, also become a sponsor. Thanks. I'll be right back and we'll weigh out this this harvest. You can see exactly how we break it down and exactly what we get. I'm going to be putting it into the sheet. Thanks a lot for watching. Hey, welcome back. Let me remind you that if you text SPICE this week before the podcast, so we go live on Saturday, then you could win a free bottle of SPICE. Text 813-696-6676 to win a free bottle of SPICE. And this has the green powder in it with turmeric and also black pepper and a few other things that you'd really love. This is good on a curry, to make a curry, as a curry. And also I put it on cucumbers with honey and salt. So this is a really great addition to your pantry because it's a nutritional additive with fresh USA locally grown moringa powder. Let's get back to harvesting our Adopt-a-Tree number 26. This is number 26. We're making content for our sponsors. You can sponsor tree number 26 right now. We're going to see the take. What's the haul? So we're going to just start pulling off drumsticks. And if you want to get seeds from your tree, just like this, you could sponsor tree number 26. It's available. This is a Class A tree. Class A trees are the biggest trees, the most valuable. You get the most amount of marketing and advertising when you sponsor a Class A. We have a Adopt-a-Tree sponsorship package for you. And I'm also going to go ahead and just pull greens off. I might even put my gloves on here. I think I have them right here. Just helps. Just helps to put the gloves on. Keeps my hands, a little softer, and also the gloves kind of give you a little bit of power, a little bit of extra power in the punch. One of the things that you can do if you're really trying to get your operation started. Oh, look, we even have some flowers. So I'll set these aside too. We're going to get these greens washed up, dried up. This is really going in to see exactly what we're doing here. So that way you can get your operation started. It's a great classroom area, learning space and place. We actually just had an event last night, a ceremonial event last night here at the farm. See, I'm going to keep this top up here. Keep the top, so that way she grows new roots super fast. This method for starting from cuttings is super valuable. Let's go ahead and get these back just a little bit. I do like to plant cuttings like this. But see, like if we harvest tree number 26 and you became a sponsor and you're looking to get your operation started, the investment that you make for sponsoring this tree is going to get you hundreds of cuttings to get your operation started. So you can come pick up your cuttings. We'll have them available. We may be able to ship them. It just depends on the cost of shipping. You know, we have a few things included with the sponsorship. You know, like product-wise, you know, leaves and powder is a lot lighter than cuttings. If we're shipping cuttings to you and they're going really far, you know, that cost for shipping may not be included, just because it's expensive to ship heavy weight. But the sponsorship really covers marketing and advertising. This is really what we're looking for. We want to build businesses. You can support this farm here by getting marketing and advertising. When people come in for tours, like yesterday I gave 10 people a tour, and that was on a Sunday. People came in on Saturday, and I gave several tours on Saturday of the property, showed them around. I would make more of an effort that when people come to give tours, I mention that these trees are sponsored by, you know, your company. And right now the sign is kind of small, but we're developing larger signs to where we could actually put your QR code for your website. Or if you don't have a website, we can put your affiliate link. If you want a website, we actually build websites for Moringa businesses specifically. We build websites for Moringa businesses. If you want a Moringa website, if you want to get started, your Moringa business started and you need help, we offer that service as well. It's called Growth OS. And Growth OS is our new all-in-one marketing business platform. See, kept a tip. Set to the side. Today I'm probably going to make a video about just planting the cuttings. I've got hundreds of cuttings that I'm just going to start sticking in the ground. We'll probably just do that a little bit later when it cools down. Right now it's really, really hot out there, but can't really feel it under here in the shade. You can see here, this is zone 1 behind me. If you want to see the map of the farm, go to growmoringa.com and check out the Adopt-a-Tree program. I've got the map of the property where you could reserve your tree right there at growmoringa.com. I'm actually working on that today. Once it gets, you know, once I get done with this, we'll weigh this out. This is how we make content and show exactly how much weight you're getting from your tree. We actually just got a potential order for 50 pounds of powder. So one of the things is when you sponsor a tree, we have to share the material. So depending on how much your tree produces, like a class A tree is going to produce the most, you get about 10% of the weight. So like on tree number 25, we harvested tree number 25 the other day. We harvested, I think, like 13 pounds or something like that. And at the end of the day, see, this one's probably not going to be good. So I'm going to have a trash pile over here. Then I have a good pile that will, sometimes the frost took out some. I mean, this tree's got tons of drumsticks on her. So if you want to get drumsticks from your tree, eat them. If you're local, this is really, really great for local businesses to sponsor a tree. because then I could just text you and say, hey, your material is ready, and you can just come by and pick up. This is how we plan to privatize the farm. Sponsoring your tree is going to pay for the land that we're on here. You know, taxes are getting expensive, property taxes, the cost of living, everything. And so this helps to ensure, the sponsorship program helps to ensure that our business, our agriculture business, stays intact, and that we have the right cash flow for the different sectors of our business. You know, we keep our product prices pretty low. We don't charge, you know, exuberant prices. We are a premium product because we're USA grown. You know, so you can get moringa real cheap. But because you have a chance to talk with me, you have a chance to come by and visit, you can see where your material is coming from. You know, there's branding involved in that. And that's what this is, an opportunity to team up with us, brand with us, get your business associated with us. If you have a landscape company, if you have a roofing company, if you have a plumbing company, electrical company, services-based company is great to become a sponsor, because then other local businesses will see that you're involved. And not only will we use your services, like us as a company, use your services, but we will recommend your services. So if you're a roofing company and you want to sponsor us, if you're an electrical company, plumbing company, extermination company, you know, a pest control company, those are services in the neighborhood that people are always in need of. And since we have almost 20,000 subscribers on YouTube, you know, like when I do a video like this, I could say, hey, this message is a message from our sponsors. And then our sponsors would be featured on, say, like today's video. And we have different levels of packages of sponsorship. If you're just like a single person, you don't really have a business, it's okay. We have a community sponsorship package for you where you can sponsor some of the smaller trees. It's a little bit cheaper, and you don't really get as much marketing and advertising. Of course, you get shout outs here and there, but the people that are getting Class A trees, they're getting the most amount of shout out from us. You know, we post about 200 pieces of content a week on all channels. You know, I pay someone to help me make clips, and then we have clips from all original content from what I film here to make clips. We post, you know, 10 to 15 to 20 times a week on YouTube. We're posting 10 times a day. Sorry, not a week on YouTube, a day. We're posting, this is pretty big here. I might go ahead and just cut this here. We're posting 10 times a day, in like 10 shorts a day, but we post 2-3 times a day long form videos, just because I'm here, I'm working, I'm filming, I'm talking, I'm checking in on comments with you guys, I'm checking in on emails with you guys. I'm super active in the operations of the business. That's how we're growing now. Since I'm here, I'm available for you to talk. You can, like I said, text SPICE, text the word SPICE to 813-696-6676. This week, we're going to have our winners announced on Saturday. And every week, we announce our winners on Saturdays. I got stung by a wasp yesterday. My ankle is blowed up right now. But we're doing okay. I've been stung thousands and thousands of times. About 10 years ago, I graduated from USF with a master's in architecture. And my thesis project was a very creative beehive that I designed. And one-of-a-kind beehive that I designed. And in the making of that custom beehive, I became a beekeeper. And one day, I went to the botanical gardens and I went to move my hive and I put it in the back of my van, and I must have gotten stung 1,000 times that day. My face was swelled up, closed up, my throat was closed up, my eyes were closed up. I got stung all in and out. So I'm not necessarily immune to it, but my body can thankfully take it. I don't need like an EpiPen or something. But I definitely feel it. It's definitely swollen. This time of year, a lot of wasps start burrowing in the ground. Matter of fact, that's what's so dangerous sometimes about mowing the grass. If you're just doing like a walker mower, like a push mower, because I think there's even like a hole on the ground over there. I saw one the other day, and I saw a wasp go in there, and I was like, I think that's a wasp nest in there. And I looked, and sure enough, it's just a hole in the ground. Wild. Well, better a hole in the ground, I guess, than a nest by the front door, which happens. It happens. Oh, I think if we like put like bags out on the trees and make it look like wasp nests, like, you know, like paper bags, and just like crumple up paper bags and like wrap it in like wire and have it sit out there on the trees, it looks like a wasp nest or hornet's nest. And then those guys don't end up actually making nests out there. There's some seeds in here. Some of them are a little bit rotten, but I can dry these up for our sponsor and get them to you to sprout. So that way you know it's from this particular tree. It's fresh, it's local. These seeds didn't, you know, get imported or anything like that. They might not be as viable as, say, like seeds that we get from our member. We have a member that owns 1,000 acres in Nicaragua, and that's where we source mostly all of our seeds. You know, mostly all those batches are really, really good batches. We might have a bad batch here and there, and I try to help people who buy from us, you know, giving them discounts. But we go through 1 million seeds in no time. I'm selling 1 million seeds like every couple months. So I'm reserving now at this point, since we have seeds coming in on the property, I'm reserving the seeds that we produce on site to the sponsors. So if you want to get local USA seeds from us, that's going to come through the sponsorship. And that's going to really start helping me to get more equipment. I need to get some equipment here on the property. So I'll be going through the expense reports and everything, so that when someone sponsors, you'll be able to see where that money goes. It's going to go towards the property. It's going to go towards equipment. It's going to go towards helping with labor, even with what we're doing right now. You know, the cost of harvesting. If I'm out here working, you know, like right now, I can quantify the time that I'm working essentially by the time of the video. You know, so if this ends up being like a 40 minute video, there's a rate in which I am working for to harvest. That could be a part of the labor. But if also we hire people to come in and harvest trees and separate and make content like this on site. So like if someone comes in to work for us, we'll tell them like, hey, like you're here not only to work and harvest, but to also produce content. And if they're not okay with that, that's okay. They don't have to work here, but this is a big part of our business model, is making content, getting videos out. Great cuttings. I would suggest getting number 26. All right. So we'll measure how much weight in drumsticks we got here. Like I said, a lot of this is just weight. We're just going to weigh it though, just to quantify it. Not all of these are viable. They're small. Some of them are rotten. But what I could do is I could dry them all, for sure, dry them all, and then separate them, organize them. That's what the payment for sponsorship helps. It helps with the labor of organizing, getting your material together, and then we'll split it. You know, we'll take a part of that, of this weight here, And we'll package it up and sell it on the shop, but also we'll package it up and send it to you. Okay, so that's our start there. We got a little bit of flowers, really not much. So I need to get a tray real quick. Hold on, hang tight. Let's get an empty tray real quick. All right, that way we can measure the empty weight of this tray on here, you know, tear it out. So it's about 3 pounds. Tear down to 0, right? So then we take that off and then put that on. 9 pounds. 9 pounds of drumsticks for tree number 26. And let's go ahead and see how many greens we got. Oops, don't worry, we're gonna wash these up now. Get them dried out. 8 pounds. So 8 pounds of wet, 9 pounds of drumstick, tons of sticks, which I'll probably just take out into the field now and plant these back out in the field. Now, I don't let anything go to waste. And check me out. Check me out. Go to growmoringa.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel here. Make a comment. Let me know if you have any questions, if you need anything from me. I'm Kendrick Henry, your local USA Moringa farmer. I work for you out here at Grow Moringa Farms in Plant City. Thanks for allowing me to do this for you and serve our community. 99% of all moringa is imported into the USA. And so where else will you be able to say that your moringa powder came from tree number 26? Right here at this exact location. Nowhere. And that's what we're selling here. We're selling a one-of-a-kind opportunity for you to sponsor tree number 26 with this video here. I'll put the link in the description. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, peace and love. Prosperous growing.